So as you can see, I think we got about a foot of snow. There's been no real measurements on it just yet. The reason is I guess, at least what I'm hearing, is it blew around so much that they can't get a good reading on it. But 10 to 12 inches, something like that. I kind of thinking 12, to be honest. So we tried to keep up with the porch and the patio, sweeping it off. This is just a light powdery snow, so everything is a broom. I was going to get the beast out and blow the snow around, but I thought, nah, I don't want to get it stuck. I mean, if it gets stuck, then I'd be pushing and doing more work than if I'd just taken the broom and swept off the truck and swept off the driveway here. I got about half of it. I'll work on it some more, but I got pretty tired because that wasn't the only thing I was doing today. So I want to explain my water a little bit. It got down to 0 degrees this morning and we didn't freeze, but I remember we had this little 70-watt heater last time we were froze up. I took that little 70-watt heater. I think it's 70 watt. I can't find it anywhere online. It might be 200 watt. But anyway, it's just a little bit small heater, probably 6 inches tall. And I used to use it in the truck camper. When we were driving around, I put it on top of the refrigerator, tape it down, and I let it run while we were driving so everything didn't freeze up in the back. Well, I decided not to do that anymore because it really killed the gas mileage on the truck. It used a lot of electricity. The little truck just doesn't have the alternator to handle it, so it really pushed it hard. That's beside the point. Anyway, so I got to thinking, instead of waking up in the morning and using that little space heater to thaw everything out that froze, why not just put the space heater in there overnight? Now, the solar panels will run it, but at night it would use quite a bit of battery. So what I did was I ran with the generator overnight, and I just plugged it in. I mean, you can't see it now. The plug-in is underneath the cat carrier here. So what I did was I opened this up. I put the heater down on the ground. Like I said, it's a little 70 watt. It's real small. It doesn't get, you can put your hand on it, it won't burn you. So then I put half of the cat carrier over it, and then covered up with blankets and sleeping bag that I have in there. And so last night the temperature in there did not get below 32. When we woke up this morning, it was 32. Now that doesn't mean at 32 it freezes. I've seen it go as low as 27 before in there before it froze. So not really sure the science behind that, or maybe, you know, it's just the flow of the water. Hey, I'm gonna interrupt this video real quick. Do me a favor, I got a brand new video out today on my other channel, and I'm still trying to get the watch hours, and I really appreciate it if you could go over there, check out that channel. I know not a lot of people like working on lawnmowers, but if you could help me get those watch hours, once I get them, I won't bug you about it anymore, at least not very often, I guess I should say. I might do it every now and then, just to get the new subscribers or something to go check it out. But other than that, I won't bother you. But if we can get those watch hours up to over 4,000 pretty quick, I'd appreciate it. There'll be an up next box at the end of this video to that video. In the pinned comments will be a link, and also in the description. Again, thank you very much. So I guess maybe I've been a bit stubborn, because I mean, everybody tells me to put a light bulb in there and everything. I wouldn't be able to do this all winter long. So the setup I have is is the problem I was having. The setup I have is great down to about negative, well, about somewhere around 0 range in the temperatures. When we get out to 0, things start to freeze. Well, I just never considered, well, why don't we just turn it on for those temperatures? I don't know why I never considered it. So I feel a little bit foolish having to admit that I just never thought about it. You know, people always say run a heater, run a light bulb. But I think what they were telling me, and my argument is my system that I have is a bad system, which is heat the tank, the plumbing specifically, from the house. So I have a ventilation coming in up above the shower, right next to the wood stove, from the wood stove. So it takes that heat. It's got a fan that pushes it down into the tank, and it keeps it pretty warm in there. Probably, I don't know, 20 some odd degrees above outside temperature. So, you know, get down to 0, you're down to 20, 25 degrees in there. But that just wasn't enough. So that little heater worked really good. Of course, it uses quite a bit of gas. I use probably a gallon of gas every night, a little less than a gallon of gas just running that little heater. But while I was at it, I went ahead and ran the battery charger also, just to keep the batteries up overnight, because it was so cold. You know, batteries deplete in cold weather no matter what you do. So I thought, why not, if I'm going to run it, just go ahead and run the battery charger also. But what are the odds of this bad thing happening? So woke up this morning, had water, everything was running, everything was fine. The temperature in there was about 33 degrees. So like I said, that doesn't really mean anything. It just tells me we weren't really cold in there. Because when I took my hand, you know, laser thermometer thing, and I stuck it down there, there were spots in there that was 80 degrees. So I don't think the thermometer is accurate. Of course, I got it setting right on the water tank, so the water temperature, of course, is probably cold. But anyway, so Carolyn gets up and she says, "Is the water frozen?" I said, "No, it's not frozen. I mean, I've been running all morning. I got 4:30. She probably got up at 6, 7, I don't know." So I go out there, and the pump, the water pump itself, went out. It's been going for like 2.5 years, and today was the day that it decided to do it. So I'm out here in 0-degree temperature changing out the water pump. So you can see that I've been sweeping this all night long. So that might give you a little bit of a scope of how deep it is. Oh, there's another one, the camper. That might tell you how deep it is. I don't know. So, but now I went down and I swept off the solar panels. You should be able to see that. And I disconnected the generator from the heater from the generator, shut off the generator, and then I plugged the heater into the solar panel system. Now, I will admit that I've been running that generator quite a bit, because it was cloudy yesterday. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get the temperature up there. So I think that generator has been running nearly 3 days straight. So I think, maybe not that much. I think we've used 4 gallons of gas, maybe 5 gallons of gas in the generator just in a few days. So that's why it's not feasible to run it all winter like a lot of people tell me. And I think that's why I was stuck on it, because everybody was telling me I need to run the heater, but we just didn't have enough electric at night to make that work on cloudy days. Now today, I'm making plenty of electricity. I don't have any issues. I think I am going to go down there and check that oil, so I can take you down there. We can check it together. Because I'm going to run that again tonight. We'll probably run it 2 more nights to keep that water from freezing. Then we should be okay. I think we're going to get down to single digits again. Well, maybe even negative digit. Yeah, -1 tonight, then single digits tomorrow night, and then the night after that it's going to be 12 degrees. But the nice thing is, during the day it's going to be sunny, so we won't have any. I only have to run the generator at nighttime. That's not so bad. It is cold. I think we're 10 degrees right now, but as soon as the wind picks up for a second, my hands just go numb. I changed the oil 2 days ago just to make sure, but this thing uses quite a bit of oil the older it gets. So I don't want it shutting off in the middle of the night from lack of oil. Yeah, it's low. It's It's about half. Boy, that is going real slow. That cold weather has made this very thick. Man, is it ever going to empty? There we go. I think that's good. I'll check it again tomorrow just to be sure after we run it tonight. That way we make sure that we get through the night. This has an automatic low oil shut off on it, so it saves the engine if it ever runs out of oil. But in the middle of the night, when you're trying to heat your water, you don't want to freeze your water. You want to make sure you don't run out of oil or go low on oil in the middle of the night. So that's why I'm doing this. Now, trying to get up this hill in the snow has been challenging. This has been the deepest snow since we've been here. The last time I have seen a snow probably this deep was, I'm gonna guess, oh, it's been over 10 years. Now remember, we traveled quite a bit, so it may have snowed here and I didn't know it. So, but my point is, since Carolyn and I have been together, we haven't seen a lot of deep snows. It has snowed a few inches, but this has been not treacherous. That's not what I want to say. But this hill on this snow is kind of dangerous. So the water tank is about 3/4 full now. I filled it right before this cold spell. So I'm gonna have to fill it. I'm hoping we can get through this really cold temperatures before I have to fill it again. I know Carolyn's gonna want to do laundry soon, so hopefully she can hold out until it gets above freezing, because it's so hard to fill the water when it's this cold. First, you always get water in your hands no matter what you do, and then you're just miserable and probably dangerous. And then you're rushing around because your hoses will freeze up if you don't get water going through them quickly. And then you got to go up and down the hill in this snow. You're slipping everywhere. So I'm just kind of hoping she doesn't have to do laundry until after it gets above freezing. That way I don't have to worry about the hoses freezing up, or my hands for that matter. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you over to that other channel. And it's got a brand new video today. So I hope you enjoy it. So if I can inspire you to have a snow day, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.